Welcome to Author's Garage. In this video, I'll be working on the Schumacher LD3 stock spec, steps 7 through 9. So let's get started. So for step 7, we're actually going to use the amendment sheet that was included in the kit. So make sure that you take note of that. I know a lot of the local guys were having issues with building the diffs just right. Schumacher typically uses a lot of shims to shim their diffs, and to get the mesh right, you build it with the shims, you dry fit everything. Typically you get it right, then you add fluid, then when you try to tighten it back up, it locks up. So just be patient. This is a iterative process, so we will get this done. And with the amendment, hopefully we don't have to build it more than once. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take the M2x5x8 cap head screw and pre-tap all these holes. Alright, so it looks like we have 3 different shims. We have an A, which is 0.1 millimeter thick. We've got B, which is also 0.1 millimeter thick, but it's larger in diameter. And D, which is 0.5 millimeter shim. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get our lithium grease that was included in the kit. We're gonna take some of this lithium grease and we're gonna spread it on the out drive. Next, we're gonna get our A shim, and I'm gonna measure it. It's supposed to be 5x7 by 0.1. The smaller of the shims that are in that bag. Next, I'm going to add some of this grease to this O-ring. Next, we're going to go ahead and install it in the diff cup, just like so. And I'm just going to wipe any of this excess grease so it doesn't accumulate dirt or dust. So now we're going to install 2 B shims and 1 D shim. So we only have those in the kit. So we're going to go ahead and stack those up and install them. Next, we're going to install our pin. Just like so. We have 2 XRAY shims. We'll set that aside for now. And we're going to dry fit everything before we fill it up. So I put the gear in. Now we can move on to step 8. We're going to do something similar with step 8 in terms of shims. So we're going to add a little bit of grease on the out drive. We're going to put shim A, which is 5x7 by 0.1 millimeter. And we're going to add some grease to the O-ring. Then we'll install it in the diff cover, and then wipe any excess grease and then on this side we're going to install one B shim and one D shim. So it looks like we had 3 A shims in the bag, 2 B shims, and 1 D shim. So I'm going to install a B shim, a D shim, and then the pin. Okay. Now we can move on to step 9. Remember, we're dry fitting everything first, and then we'll fill it up. So we have a 2-gear diff, so we're going to install little planetary gears facing each other, like so. Then we're going to install the A shim in this step. This A shim is 3 by 9 by 0.5 behind each one. And then we can drop this into the groove. Just like so. I'm going to put that O-ring in there, and then let's install these screws. Make sure everything moves nice and free and the shims are done correctly. As you can see, it does not rotate. It's locked up completely. All right, so we're going to take out shim B in either step 7 or 8 to get the mesh correct. So we're going to take the cap off and then take the B shim off from step 8 and then put it back together and try again. This is what I hate about Schumacher diffs. They take forever to build because they never go right the first time. So we took out the thinner shim and we're going to reassemble this. Okay, mesh feels good with that one shim out. So we can go ahead and add our diff oil. We're going to be using what's provided in the kit, which is 12,000. All right, we have our diff fluid, even though it's labeled shock oil. I took the gears out. I'm going to put this in first. Make sure the bottom is covered completely. And then I'll put the gears back in. It's saying to fill it up almost completely, just to cover up to this face here. So kind of surprised they want it to be that filled up. going to put a little bit of fluid on the outdrive pin over here, and that's just going to keep this gear in place. So that way when you turn it over, it doesn't fall out. All right, O-rings in place. Just line up the holes. And then we can go ahead and install our screws. All right, everything still moves nice and smooth. All right, so the diff is built. So that's it for steps 7, 8, and 9. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did. Let me know down in the comments if you had any issues. If you have any tips or tricks on building the diff, that would be great for the community. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.